with the subbie pick and mix that I chose from last week, which was Christine Mortimer's, and she picked gesso, postcard, alcohol pens, pussycat and stickers. So a bit of a challenge in some ways, but I've got an idea. The only thing I'm a bit stuck on is the alcohol pens at the moment. The rest I have got under control. So I hope you're all well. And you know, these videos are keeping you busy. So right, okay, now I'm doing a little bit of, I'll say a bit of a cheat. She had alcohol postcard and pussycat. Now, does it count if I have a postcard that has also got pussycats on? Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. There you go. Look. Hang on, I don't know what happened there. My camera went a bit funny. Oh. Right, okay, that's better. Let's see if I zoom out. That's better. So I do have these actual pussycat postcards, but I thought, well, maybe I could do one of those, but I do also have some pussycats as well. I have some printables here to go on some other postcards that I found. Now I've got a big stack of postcards that were sat downstairs, and they're all flower postcards and different ones, and I thought, right, okay, let's get using some of those. So I have picked out a couple, so I'm going to start with these. So there's my postcards. I've cut out some of these images. I can't remember whose printables these are, but I will find them and put a link in the description. So I do have a couple, actually. I sorted out a couple. This one I really particularly like, and I thought maybe putting gesso on this you wouldn't see too much, but on here you actually would. So I do have a little bit of an idea with this one, so I'm probably going to do this one for now. And I do want to get the stencil out as well, even though that's not on the list. We are allowed to use other things, of course. So let me just get my stencils out as well. I want a... Oh, right, okay, let's just pull these up for now. I had an idea, had a bit of an idea. So, I want a flower sort of one, if I can find one. Please tell me it has a flowered one. Oh, see, that's quite nice with that. And if you can see, it's like a postcard and a butterfly. Might be quite nice. I'll see. We'll put that one there for a minute. I kind of wanted just like something like that, actually. I think I might use that's just like a florally fleur. I don't know what I'm saying. Right, okay. All me stencils have got all tangled. Right, okay, so stop dithering, Chanel. Okay, so let me just put all these things over there. Now, my idea, number one, was to get my gesso. Got that ready. Is that there? Ready and on. Just seeing if my heat doodah is plugged in. Well, it is. Right. Okay, so I'm going to just get some gesso. I also want a book page. Oh, look. I can't find... Oh, hang on. Oh, let's just use this one. I've got it open now. She says, look at my nails. They're such a mess. Eek. Right. Ugh. Yuck. Oh, goodness me. Right. Let us begin. So, I'm not going to waste the gesso on here. So I'm just going to... Oh, 1 second. Okay, I had to stop the film for a second because my door went. And look what I've just got, and I do not know who they are from. The flowers, look. And all it says on the card is, you got this. I could cry. I don't know who this is from. I don't know, because it's, I don't know, Tony sends me flowers. Look. Oh, aren't they just beautiful? Look at these beautiful, beautiful flowers. Aren't they just gorgeous? Look at them. Oh, sent with love, and it just says in the card, you got this. I'm presuming it's charming. I don't know. How lovely is that? So I'm going to have to pause this just 1 second while I go and put these in water, and I'll be straight back. I had to quickly pop back on. I just called Charming, and they're not from him. I went, did you send me flowers? He went, no. So it has to be one of you guys out there, because I don't know who else would send me flowers. My daughter would have put from her, I'm certain. So whoever sent these flowers, oh my gosh, how amazing, how wonderful, and what a beautiful message on the card. You got this. Oh, thank you so much, whoever these are from. Thank you. It means so much to me. So I will pop off, and I will be straight back to do the tutorial. Right, I am back. What a lovely surprise. Oh my goodness me, I'm quite choked up, to be honest with you, that somebody has you know, gone out of their way to send me flowers. That is just beautiful. I think Charming thinks I've got a secret admirer now, but I'm really joking. They are just beautiful, and there was some gladioli in there, which are my favourite flowers in the world. I've got an idea who I think it may be. But thank you. Right, I better get on and do this project now, aren't I? Right, okay. So I was getting this gesso now. This, right, I'm going to put this on your nose. Right, oh my gosh. Charles. Right, sweetheart, honestly, you're dead weight. Go over there a minute. Right, okay. Now, I'm not sure if this idea is going to work, but I thought I'm just going to put some gesso on here. I don't want to cover it all in gesso. I don't know if this is... I don't know if this is going to work. I do not know. Just kind of washing it with it. Right, let's try this just for a minute. I'm not sure if this is going to work. What I want to do, in fact, shall I put a bit more on? Let's try and put, I'm going to put a bit more on. Oh my gosh, look, I've actually covered the whole thing over now. If you could sponge it, it would look better actually. Let me get one of my eggs. Let me get one of my eggs. Oh, before it dries. Oh, I have an egg. I have a spare egg here. Oh, now I've gone and I was wondering if I do that. Oh, doesn't stay in one place though. Okay, let's try that. And what I'm going to do is just give it a quick blast. Right, Charles, you're going to have to move out of the way. He's going to run the minute he hears it anyway. I'll come over here and do it. Right, that's dried. I don't know if this is going to work, what I was thinking. And then, where is my distress ink gone? Here. And let's try this floral one. I don't think this is going to work, because I don't think I put a thick enough layer of gesso on here. I'm going to put some book actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me grab some book page. I just grab one of these old book pages. And had an idea. Let's stick this on here. And then I'm going to gesso over that. Now we've done that, I'm going to put another layer of gesso. Lewis, I'm going to leave some of the text, just going to do that. Can you hear him? Right, we're just going to dry this off. Oh, come on. And then what we're going to do is, now I'm going to get my stencil. Is that dry? No, it's not quite dry. Do it for a bit longer. Oh, look at that. That looks quite cool, doesn't it? And then I don't know if you will see this up here, but let's have a little see if we can. Oh, it came out a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. That's actually quite cool. It came out, I'm quite surprised at that. That came out really yummy. Right, what we could do. Now, where did I put my cheesecloth? That's the question. Now, I've just, oh, I found some. I did some coffee dyed some cheesecloth, and what I did was I put it in the dryer and I left it in too long, so it kind of went a bit funky. So I'm not sure what this is going to look like. I'll soon find out. I ruined my last bit of cheesecloth, but I think once it's pulled out and glued down, we'll probably be all right. So I don't want that on all of it because I want to see some of that. Where are my scissors? Okay, that's that. I'm going to do that. So we're just going to stick some Fabri-Tac down. Like that. And then put some on her. Oh, doesn't that look cute? I love that. That looks super cute. Now, I could just leave it like that. And then that's a great tuck spot. I don't know if I'd do anything else. What I might do is sew around the edge just to give it a little bit of something. Let's have a look here. New joy, got joy. And I could sew that on, couldn't I? That might be a good idea, actually. Right, so what I'll do is I'll sew that on and sew that on. I don't know, actually. Yeah, there is a gap there where it would look quite good. So I think I shall go and sew that and I will come back. Right, so I have been and sewn it all around. And look, it's looking very cute. Love it. I think the only thing that leaves for me to do is to put a stamp on here, if I could find my stamps. Right, let's put, oh, so I like that flowered one, it's nice. I think all I'm going to do is just, right, mind your head, Charles. We're just going to put a stamp on there, and I think then we'll leave that one as it is. Oh, Charlie, in my way as normal. Oh gosh, that's my silly stick that's gone all funny. It definitely has, that other one's gone all don't know, like melted. It's very weird. Oh, nearly put it the wrong way around. Right, you are going to have to move over just a wee bit, mister. I've decided that later on I am going to get into my craft room. I'm in my craft room. I'm going to get in here and do some tidying up. I'm going to sort some drawers out. I don't know what happens. Everything is just a bit of a mess at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Right, so that's the first one done. So we managed to use gesso and what were the things? Oh my gosh, I forgot what my things were. Gesso, oh, and a postcard. So the next one, I tell you what we'll do as well. Let's be sneaky here. Let's also put a sticker on here. And then we've got 3 things that we've used out of the 5, and then that just leaves me pussycat and alcohol markers, which, oh look, I could have put that on. Maybe we could use that on the next one, because that is a stamp. Actually, let's have a look. We could put another sticker on here as well. Maybe. Oh, that one's nice. Look. I'll put that one on as well. That way then we have also used stickers, haven't we? So then I don't know what I'm going to do with the alcohol markers. Christine. It means if I use alcohol markers, I need to do a stamp, really, don't I? In order to use them, which I need to get my stamps out. I've got an idea anyway. I think I know what I'm going to do. Right, let's just put this sticker on here. There you go. And that one, all it needs then is just a little bit of distressing. It's a little bit white on here. There you go. So that's the back and that's the front, and that makes a gorgeous tuck spot. So that's one done. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is now I have, right, what if I do one of these cat postcards? That one's cute, isn't it? Look. What if I get one of these? So again, we've used a postcard. Right, let's put those over there. And then what we could do on the back, we could maybe use a birdie sticker there. But I think what I'm going to do, we'll do a little bit of collage in as well. And then maybe I could put one of these cats on this side, cut this out and put that. Oh, these stickers. Oh, the stickers, look. So actually what we'll do then, so we're going to do the back first this time. So what I'm going to do, because there's a postage stamp bit under there, let's do a little bit of collage in under this stamp. A bit big, isn't it? It's a little bit big, Chanel. If I put that there and stick that on, you can see the text under it, but I kind of like it. I don't know now. Let me just try something else a minute. Oh look, I've made a right mess of that. It's because it's all gone brittle and right, I like that a bit better. So let us Charlie's tail. My tail, Charles. I have a funny story to tell you while I'm doing this. I actually did this video in 2 bits. I did yesterday's one, which was this that other postcard that I did, and then I stopped the camera and have come back today. So I've done it over 2 days. Now, earlier on in the video, you would have seen that some flowers turned up, and I showed them, and anyhow, so the story is this. These flowers turned up, and I presumed that Charmin had sent me them. So I opened the flowers, even did it on camera, as you saw. And then, while I had the camera on pause, I called Charmin and said, oh, did you send me flowers? And he's like, no, I didn't. So I came back on camera and I was like, thank you, thank you. Somebody must have, one of my subbies must have sent them, because I knew that it wasn't my daughter, because if she would have sent them, she would have put her name on it, trust me. Anyway, and plus I spoke to her and she hadn't sent them. So I came back on camera, as you saw, and I was like, oh, thank you. Somebody sent me some flowers, and I was really touched. I was like, actually quite choked up, actually, because I thought, oh, and the card didn't have a name on it. It just said, you got this. So I thought, that's, you know, very lovely. Anyhow, I stopped the camera because I needed to go down and do Charming's tea, and I thought I'd finish this project off today. And Tony was like, well, so who sent you flowers then? And I said, well, I don't really know. There's a couple of people I think it could be. And he said to me, well, what, you know, was it in Chanel Wise, or was it your maiden name? Because it might give us a clue as to who it is. There's only clue on the box. So he went, I said, oh, I don't know. I said, the box is out in the recycling. So he went outside, got the box, and he comes into the front room with the box in his hand, and he's like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And you know what men are like, right? They're doing this face, or they're saying, oh no, oh no, but they're not telling you what it is. So I'm like, what, tell me. And he looks at me and he went, they weren't for you, Chanel. I went, what do you mean they weren't for me? Because I didn't check the box. I just opened it. The guy turned up and went, there's flowers for you. So I just opened them, come on camera, because I was filming when the door went. And even though it was my address, the name was different. And I was like, oh my God, no, they weren't even for me. I made this big song and dance, was so choked up, and they weren't even for me. So, I didn't recognise the name on the box, and I know, you know, we live in a close, and I know everybody here. I thought I did anyway. So I came back in and I messaged the company who sent the flowers, and there's no phone number, so I had to email them. So I emailed them and explained what had happened. I said, look, they're in a vase now, and the box is all ripped up, and I can't, I don't know what to do with it, because it was my address. It wasn't like it had come to me and there was a different address that I could go take them anywhere. I didn't know who they were for, and I didn't recognize the name. So I messaged this company anyway. It just was a an auto mailer response saying, we've received your message. That was it. So I then called my next door neighbour and said, do you know such and such? And she went, oh yeah, they live down the road. So I said to Tony, I said, look, I said, I feel really bad. Obviously this person, somebody sent this person these flowers. I said, you're going to have to take these flowers round in the vase and explain what happened and apologise. So he toddles off out the house with this big vase with all these flowers in a nice, I displayed them all lovely. And my neighbour's outside next door laughing because she knew what happened. And I told her, Tony had told her that I was on video going, thank you to whoever sent them. So they're all laughing. And he goes toddling off down the road, knocks on the door. We don't know the people there. And he explained what happened. And a guy came to the door. So he hands this vase of flowers over to this guy and explained what happened, said, does such and such live here? And the guy said, yeah. So he hands them over and he explains, and he says to the guy, well, I thought somebody was sending my missus flowers. So the guy turns around and he went, well, no, but somebody's sending mine some. So the flowers were not obviously from him. So anyway, Tony walks away, comes back here, and he said, oh, the guy weren't very happy. So, we had a little chuckle to ourselves and got on with our evening. Well, I went and started dinner. Well, 10 minutes later, the door went. And he looks down, and there's this vase of flowers with a note. And the note said, well, seeing as you seeing as you arrange the flowers so wonderful in the vase, we thought that you should keep them, especially in this very difficult time. We hope this make you smile. So I did end up with the flowers, but it was a bit weird because it was like, well, if somebody had sent this person flowers, surely they would have wanted to have kept them. So is there more to the story? But the long and short of it is, I had flowers, then I didn't have flowers, and then I ended up with the flowers back. So I thought I would tell you this very funny story, how I got flowers that weren't actually for me, and ended up, you know, being able to keep them. So I just thought that would be quite a funny story to tell you. So we was having a little bit of a chuckle about it. Yeah, so most bizarre. We don't know the story behind it because, like I said, the note didn't have a name on it. It just had a little cryptic message. So, right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little bit of collaging and maybe put some lace on the front. I'm not going to use gesso again because it's too messy. Christine Mortimer. Right, so let me find my little thing of papers. Let's see if we can find some. So yes, oh, that looks good. I kind of like that. So I'm just going to do a little bit of collaging just on the front. So just pull out a couple of little bits of, no, that's Christmas paper. That's no good. Oh, look, I found a big cat. Look, in here. That shouldn't be in here. That should be in my cat box thingy doodle. Right, so I'm just rustling around in my paper. Right, let's just pull those out and do a little bit of collaging on here. Look, I made the right mess of that. My nails are really annoying me. I hate them. I hate them like this. Look, that one especially has gone horrible. I hate not being able to have my nails done, but it's not the end of the world. And there's worse things going on than nails, trust me. But, oh, you know, there's just one thing that annoys you. And it's, I always have to have my nails done. And I hate it when I can't have them done. You know, everybody's got their thing, haven't they? It's like Tony's is his hair. He's literally pulling his hair out at the moment with not being able to have his hair cut because he has his hair cut every 2 weeks normally. So he's like a bit of a diva at the moment. I said, oh, just get some clippers and I'll do it for you. He went, I don't think so. I'm like, what, you don't trust me to cut your hair? He's like, no, I don't want to look like a G.I. Jones. G.I. What is it? G.I. Oh, what is the saying? It's not G.O. Oh, I don't know what the saying is now. G.I. Oh, I don't know. He didn't want me to do an army cut, if you know what I mean. So I said, wow, I'm offended, really. Right, okay, let's do this. On there. And, excuse me. I'm just going to do a little bit of something on the front here. What am I looking for? I want some lace. Don't I? Let me look at the lace scrappy bits here. I've got bits and pieces everywhere. Nope, I don't like that bit. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, Charles. Oh, now that I do like, so I'm going to put that. That's quite nice lace, actually. That's obviously a vintage piece that I found. So let's just put that across there. And what I might do is make a tab or just do a tab bit across the top of that just to make that a little bit different. Right, I'm going to get my glue out, and you don't like the smell of this glue and you'll freak out. It doesn't like the smell of my Fabri-Tac. If I get too close with him, he doesn't like it. Right, put that on there. Oh, look. Right, and then what if oh, see, look, I mean, just putting them few bits on just makes it look really cute. Look, I just saw this little flower. Oh, the only trouble is if I put that on, then that can't slip into an envelope. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing. You've got to take that in mind when you know, put anything on like that. So I've just found some scrappy bits, that's all. This is a bit of old napkin or something. That would probably be all right, because that probably won't, if we're careful when we put it in the envelope, that should be all right. Or the pocket, or whatever we're going to put it in. Right, that's that. And I think I'll do a tab of some sort now. Do I want to do a fabric tab or a tab? I've just seen, I'll tell you what I've just found in here. I've just found these little bits. Oh, look, you could do like a different sort of tab. See, it's amazing what you can actually use as like a tab. You don't have to have a tab. You can, I've just got all these, oh, that's the wrong way round, isn't it? Oh, that one maybe. I think that's the one. That's the one. Okie dokie. Okay. I think what I'm going to do though is cut off this black. I don't like this black bit. Just cut off a little bit of that. It's just too much black on the edge here. There you go. And let's just distress this a little bit. And then I'll glue that on. Excuse me, and then I'll sew all the way around it. Excuse me. So the only thing now we wouldn't have used is the alcohol markers. Maybe I could do like a little tag or something to go on here or something. Let me think. Right, so let's just put that on there. Gosh, I'm losing my voice. So if I put that on there, like that, so let that stick. Excuse me, and then we've just got to cut out one of these cats. fussy cut one of the cats out. Oh. Alcohol markers. Right, which one? I want that one or that one. I quite like this one. Oh, do I like? Oh no, they're stickers, aren't they? What am I doing? God, I'm such a twit. I forgot these were stickers. I don't need to fussy cut them. Yeah, that makes it even better. Right, there you go. So there's my cat. I used a postcard as well. And the only thing we now need to do is sew around that. That's come out lovely, look. Oh, that's a bit lopsided. Right. And alcohol markers. What am I going to do with an alcohol marker? Right, I need to find a little stamp and make a little tag, I think. So, I'm just going to, I'll pause the camera, go and sew around it, and I'll also find the thing that I'm going to do with the alcohol marker as well. I'll be straight back. Right, I have been and sewn it, and, oh gosh, sorted out something to use an alcohol marker with as well. So, this is the journaling card, so that one's finished now. So that's that one. I just ink this up a little bit. So we've now got 2 things that we have made out of the 5 that Christine had pulled out. So we've got 2 things, and the last thing that I haven't used were the alcohol markers. So I remembered I had this stamp, these stamps, and look, they've got colours on them there. So this is what I'm going to do. We're going to make a tag. So I've got some old file folder here. If I can get it. Just got some old file folder. I'm just going to cut up just a bit of this, just so I can use it. And what I'm going to do is take an old book page. Take an old book page and just glue this onto here. So as the glue stick. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to cut round it anyway. So I'm just going to stick that down like that. Not going to worry too much about that. I'll just stick it down just for now, just to hold it. But we're going to cut it out anyway. I'm going to take this stamp here. Oh, these are hard to get. Oh my gosh. I always worry I'm going to rip my stamp. Oh, come on. Oh, that did not want to come off. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought I was going to rip it then. That worried me a little bit. Right. Put that on here. Right, this is where we hope that we do not fluff it up. I do love these stamps. These are from AliExpress. I bought these a long time ago. Right, I think that is good. Right, let's put this down on. Let that just there you go. I did do it in my archival ink, so it is hopefully it'll be all right to use the alcohol markers on it. So let me just, while that's let that dry just for a minute. Oh, I'm just going to cut this out. Get rid of that excess. And so I'm paying for watching me fussy cut. It's because it's card as well. It's like a bit more tougher to do. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Concentrating. Right. Right, there you go. Just want to ink this up a little bit. And then I have my Touch New alcohol markers, and I'm just going to colour these in a little bit. I'm not going to go mad, I'm just going to do oh, that was supposed to be pink, wasn't it? Darn it. Never mind. It can be a leaf. It's supposed to be a petal, but it's going to be a leaf. I might be able to go over it actually. Right, and these here. And then I'm not going to colour all of it. I'm just going to leave a few little bits of highlight in there. And this is pink on there. Right. So I've just put a little bit of colour on there. We haven't gone mad. And then I just need my copper dot. If I can get it out of my drawer. Right. And then I think I'll use just some of this baker's twine. Oh, get in there. Oh, I'm so enjoying these pick and mixes. I'm really enjoying them. And what I might do is put a little bit of, if I could find some, oh, hang on, where's me? I can use a little bit of this as well. A little bit of, if I just, I don't think this is going to be big enough to. It's just to look so we don't waste it. I love this eyelash trim. So let's just cut that down a bit. Right. Oh, don't know why that's not. Maybe it's because I didn't do the back to front knot or whatever you call it. I did it only one way. Let me. Oh, come on. Okay. Right. Okay, that'll do. So we completed the challenge. Yes, we did it. We did it. We did it. Right, so we made, this is from Christine's 5 things. So we had gesso, which we used on this one, postcard, which we used on both, alcohol pens, which we used on this one, pussycat, which there, and sticker. So we kind of, I used a sticker there, but this was also pussycat. So, and pussycat's on here. So we completed the challenge, and this is what we made. So 3 more things in my stash box. Look at that. I mean, that I'm not so happy about, to be honest. That didn't, I might have to fix that. I think, you know why it keeps slipping off the knot. Right, I will redo that one, but we still made that lovely tag which can go. So those are 3 things. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I will be back with the my 5 pick, which we've picked from Monday, which is going to be a lot of fun as well. So I'll probably be doing that. I will be doing that in the next couple of days as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've took part in the pick and mix this week, if you could let me know your 5 things that you've picked, and we look forward to seeing your projects if you can send photos. So have a lovely day. I am going to go do some tidying up. Might do another video later. If not, I should be back tomorrow. So I hope you're all okay. Love you guys. See you all very soon. Bye bye.